Thanks first, everyone, for joining. It's my first, not the first time in Albania, but the first meetup. I'm from Germany, but I'm Turkish. Actually, I born and grew up in Germany, but I always felt this connection to Albania. I don't know why. There are a lot of Albanian people everywhere in the world, especially in Germany, and very kind people. The first time I came to Albania was it in May, right? I think in May we went to Three Mothers. I was working a lot, and he said, "Hey, you have to chill, come to Albania." So I arrived, we connected, we met the first time in person there, and then we had the idea of, hey, why not organize a Mendix Meetup in Tirana? And I'm surprised it happened, but it's very good. And what's also the case is the first meetup in Germany, the first one, the Mendix Meetup, I organized that one. I presented in that one, but only 2 people attended. And the rest, like 20 people remotely, but I'm very happy to see so many people here face to face. So I'm gonna present today about Maya, that's here at the AI Hub. I also had the honor to meet Emiliano here now and to get to know about his work. And I want to kind of show why AI is so important also in the low-code development. The first time I got in touch with Mendix was in 2018. So I worked at SAP back then in Germany, and I studied business information systems. I then finished, and then I was like, okay, what to do now? And I was actually similar to you. I was not in an IT department, but more like in a business department. I was just doing Excel and PowerPoint. I thought, what the heck, I'm not going to do Excel and PowerPoint after 3 years of studying IT. But then SAP and Mendix partnered up. They basically, it was very new back then, and SAP saw that trend. And then I got in touch with Mendix. So I looked at it. And the first time when I looked at it, I was like, that can't be, right? It can't be that you build so fast applications just by drag and drop elements. And the thing was also, I knew that there were like websites which you could drag and drop, but really like complex logic and like complex applications. I wasn't aware of that. And Mendix had this wow effect. And now, of course, like we all had that effect with ChatGPT and the whole vibe coding. When you just enter a prompt, suddenly you have an app. Like every time it's wow, what's happening here? And I myself also I did some vibe coding, tried with AI developing applications. And I think with every technology, it's like this. The start is very, very fast and easy, but then really what I'm building, how I'm building, the quality also, every aspect of development, there's so many aspects. It's not just the code itself, it's also the deployment, the project management, everything in it. And so today I want to present Maya. You can say what you want about the AI bubble. I read that lately a lot, like AI bubble, it's just a bubble or so. In the end, what's happening is when a new technology arises, then always there is a lot of people doing it, a lot of people trying different things. But as soon as the hype basically slows down, there are just some winners of this technology, some people who are doing very good solutions. So I'm here not to say AI vibe coding. So vibe coding, for the ones who maybe probably you know, it's just you enter a prompt, you get a code, and what the promise is, you see that maybe in the media, I don't know, 20 years old guy who doesn't know anything about IT, built an application with AI, made millions. And those stories, they're probably true, they're also good, but it's just imagine how many people are doing it, and then there are some lucky people who can manage to do it. But also, of course, it doesn't say it's not possible, but it's also, I would say the exception confirms the rule. There is a low barrier to entry, but the mastery, really to master something, Doesn't matter what, doesn't matter low code, vibe coding, Python, whatever, you always need to, like everyone who's a developer knows, practice, 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 and learn, learn, learn. So with vibe coding, the entry is low as it was with low code back then. So low code, Mendix and all the other platforms, they promised, like 2018, when I got involved in that, they are much older than 2018, I think. 2015, the hype really started. It's like, hey, everyone can develop low-code applications. Doesn't matter if you from IT, business, you can do it. And what happened years later, they admitted, okay, to be honest, there was this term citizen developer, here this one. They call it like you're from the business, you don't have any IT knowledge, but you know what to build, then you can do it with low code. But the term citizen developer, you will realize Mendix isn't using that term anymore that often. Because at the end, as I said, it's reducing some complexity. It makes the barrier and the entry barrier low, but still it doesn't make everything for you. You still have to learn and do things. So at the end, the goal is to democratize software development. We can't do things the same way as we did always for the last 20 years, and technology is evolving. So we have to adapt to what's happening. And that's exactly what I said. Basically, guys, that's the slide what I just said. Yeah, it's this thing of anyone can build apps, right? For example, when I started with low code, I didn't imagine that I would ever build applications for SAP, at SAP, for hundreds of people. I studied information systems, but come on, like I know some Python scripting, I did some small applications, but I didn't know much. And Mendix really helped me to start with software development, to actually really build things, and very fast, and with time also with better quality and understanding what is a cloud actually. I didn't know what cloud back then is, how databases work. Like I had it all in university, but not really like practically done, and Mendix kind of helped me to get involved in that. But I already had the IT background, or I had at least the passion, the interest to do more, to learn more. So vibe coding and also low code helps a subset of people, I would say, to get easier access to coding and development. But there's also a bunch of people who, like, if you don't want to learn about coding that much, then it doesn't matter which platform you use. It's not going to work. But I take always that's maybe an interesting analogy. Do you know this guy? Do you guys know this? So I watch him always like when he has new product videos. And when the Vision Pro, the Apple Vision Pro came out, I was, of course, again, wow, crazy stuff. I'm into technology. I want to use it. I want to see. I never touched one. I never saw one in reality, to be honest. But I see a lot of reviews. And this guy, I can't pronounce it, is MKBHD. He has a YouTube video, which I really kind of took an analogy to vibe coding and low coding. So he said there are the Ray-Ban glasses from Meta, so these ones. And they look, I mean, for that they have technology in it, they look good, and they have several AI features, and also camera and so on. But the Vision Pro, of course, is what it can do from the capability is much more, a lot more, like the Apple quality, of course. And it is just this high-end gadget. So he said the ideal device would be something in the middle, like something of a combination of both. And when you see so, there are two different ways of approaching it. So either like Meta with Ray-Ban is trying to put more and more and more stuff into that small device, or Apple basically with the Vision Pro tries to, from this big, how do you say, computing power and features to make the device smaller and smaller. But at the end, they have the same goal, to have this perfect device. And I see the same with vibe coding and low coding, when I did vibe coding and I created, my website actually is completely vibe coded. And it is nice, it is cool, it is to build things and very fast. But to be honest, when I look at my website's code, I don't understand anything. It's done with, I don't even know which programming language, I think TypeScript or something. Before I start to understand what the code is about, to read it and then I have to anyway then learn TypeScript to be able to continue to, I'm not going to build something which I don't understand how it's going to build, and especially not when it's for clients or enterprises, where it's also crucial and critical applications which are built. And then I thought, hey, how about platforms when vibe coding would actually create me the app, but then instead of the code, I see the visual components, like I do with low code. With low code, I see exactly the abstract of the code, like this activities, what Fjordi also showed earlier. So it gives, for me, at least I'm a visual person. I learn things by seeing. So if someone tells me his or her name, my ears are very bad, I can't remember. But when I see it written, yeah, like I will remember it like easy. And that's why I think also low code takes advantage of this visual representation. And that's why I think Mendix goal with Maya is to, like from the Apple side basically, hey, I have this strong low-code platform, and low-code is not anymore the future. It's here. It was the future years ago. But they try to now add AI to their platform. So, okay, I have this assistant who helps me to do the work I was anyway doing like faster. And also with low-code, there's a lot of repetitive things I'm doing. Sometimes I get into new projects and I'm bored because it's the same over and over and over again, the same things which I'm building, and slightly different. So an AI assistant who helps there would be great. And I see that I think we're heading towards a platform which is gonna be a combination of vibe coding and low coding. And I think Mendix has just a strong position that it has already all these platform capabilities. It's very complex, to be honest, to build a platform and also to get back to the data processing, right? Because they have to abstract so many things. You have to live with how they define certain patterns or structures. And to build such a strong low-code platform, I think it's much more difficult than vibe coding platforms. Anyway, I think with vibe coding, at the end goes back to all the same technology, but the thing is how you execute it, like lovable, cursor, what else, and traffic and so on. They're basically all doing the same, just presenting it in different layers or different interaction. And Maya, Mendix Maia, so what I'm seeing here, why I'm here is like, it's a trend, it's a direction where Mendix is heading to, and also the vision I'm seeing. And therefore, I would say, I will open Mendix, I will show you Maya, and then we will see what it can do and what not. Mendix Studio Pro. So Studio Pro is basically the IDE, the platform where you develop your application. And you open this, and what you can do is create a new app. And you create a new app. It has this, what Fjordi also mentioned, the pre-built components or templates here at the end. I could just choose one of those templates here, even a blank one, and start the app, but I will start it with Maya. And that thing is, for example, a new one. And when I click on this, I will just give it a name, for example, event management. And then I will, for now, not enable this, and I will click create app. I have here a toolbox panel, or also the Mendix Maia assistant. Look, here's the chat function, basically. Here I can write stuff. Here's the main area I'm working at. Here's right now a page open, home web. And then I have here my debugger console, different tools you have when developing. And then this is your app explorer, basically your folder structure, your modules, your items like microflows, pages, and so on. They're all appearing here. But now we're in the beginning of creating a new app, so let's just tell Maya that. or here's even an example, but I will put it here. So what did I write? Create a small event planner app. Events have title, date, location, description, and the list of participants, and pages to create and edit events, manage participants, and show an overview with upcoming events. So I click on start. It will first generate the domain model. The domain model is the data structure. So my entities, my attributes, here, this one what you here see, and representing basically my data. And then it will create the pages, which it just created here in the overview pages. And it also creates some test data. So when we run the application, we have some test data and generate tailored homepage. I don't know what that should be. But then let's click on OK. Just first OK, not run yet. So what do we have? It created this domain model event with title, date, location, description. It created participant with name and email. And it has also the association between those. And then it also created the overview pages. So for event, I have my event overview here. And I have also a new edit of my events. So this is basically the page drag and drop style. So when I go to toolbox here, I can also have here different tools, things I can put here. For example, a layout grid I can put and then just move the things. But for now, let me revert this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It created the pages and the domain model. So I will run this now. Now run the application, view app. I have here the manage data. So that's the default homepage. I go to manage data. Then I can see, okay, it created here the events table with some test data. It created also participants. And I think, did it also connect it with events? Let's see. No, I can also connect it to events, but there's the association. So this is how you can start an application. And now when we, for example, would go to the domain model, the usual way of in Mendix, let's say I want to have the, for the event, the upcoming days, like how many days until the event. So usually I would go here and say upcoming days, upcoming in days or something. Okay, and then I can put integer or decimal. So that's how I add the new attribute. But I can also now go, instead of this, and click on Maya for domain model. So that's the part which is basically new in Mendix. Everything what is about low code, everything what I do like this is like perfect, not perfect, but the best, one of the best. And everything what is now about Maya is more like this, it's work in progress, we're going towards that, but that's an idea to see where we go. So let's say I want to add the attribute now with Maya. I can say add an attribute upcoming in days as an integer to the event entity. So I click this and then I wait. So it created here the attribute. And then what I'm now going to do is I want that page where we see the upcoming events. So I'm going to just open this microflow here. So microflows are basically the logic. It has a start and then an end. Like the green is the start and the thing is, the red one is the end of a logic. It's kind of like a function in different like languages. So I will say DS stands for data source, and then I will say event list, and then upcoming. Yeah, and I want that logic now from the database gets me the events which are in future. So how do I do this? First of all, this here is also part of Maya AI. Basically, it suggests you based on what you're going to do to help you be fast also like this. Let's say I say retrieve a list of events from the database. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate like loop. No, is it loop? Iterate, loop through event list. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change So I'm taking all the events from the database. I have a list. I'm going through the list one by one. And then I grab each item from that list when I'm going through it. So that's the event. And what I'm now gonna do is, I'm gonna say upcoming in days. So I wanna calculate in how many days the event is. And what I can do is, there is an expression where I can say days, days between. And I can say between the current date, so it will automatically take it from the system, between the current date and from the iterator event, like the current event I'm going through in that list, take the date, and the days between those are the days which are left. So now it gives an error because upcoming days is an integer. It thought it's a decimal. So what I can just do is I can round this for now, and then okay. So now it will go through all the events and then change the upcoming days. But what I also have to do is, I don't want all the events. I want the events which are in future, right, and not basically all of them. So I can say from the database, that's kind of filtering. It's XPath. It's called XPath, but it's similar to SQL. You can say, get me all the events where the date is greater or equal than the current date. So now I'm gonna get this event list. And what I'm also gonna do now is, while I'm changing this, it's not really saved in the database, it's just in memory. So I'm gonna click here on commit, and I'm just doing this right now. It's not the best practice to show you something. From the Maya, what we also have is best practice recommender, and that's very nice, to be honest. Like what you can do is Maya goes through your application and identifies which is not good, lowest performance or any other problem. For example, here it says performance. And as you can see here, it says committing change objects inside the loop. That's not best practice. What you usually do is you don't commit in the loop, because what it will do is, when it changes an object, it will send it to the commit to the database and the transaction, all the time, and that's bad for the performance. Rather, what you would do, and now when I rerun this, the thing is gone. You basically create a list, event list to commit, and then you just add that to the event list, that iterator, and then you commit. So commit event list. Okay, that's now, when I rerun this, it will not give me an issue. It's another issue here. And I have this now. So let's go and create a new page. Usually when I won't have Maya, what I would do is I would come here and go to my toolbox, and then I would just drag and drop here, like for example, a table, data grid, and so on, and display everything. But now with Maya, and if it's get better more often, what I can do is, here I have now Maya for pages, upcoming overview page. So when I now do this and say, create this please, it will, and yeah, what's happening with Mendix is like, they're definitely heavily invested in AI, they're heavily invested in Maya, and it comes in all the places. It's right now in the development, like for pages, for the domain model, for the logic, like the microflows, but also on the platform itself when you create user stories, which is also an important part of project delivery. It will also help you the event page, the table with also the upcoming in days. It automatically understood and put it here. But the source of the table is not correct. I have to go here and say basically, hey, no, I created a logic to get those that list, and then I will just click on, oh no, I didn't want to do that. I have to go back to the logic. I have to return the list, sorry, and then go here, and then edit microflow, select this one, this one, this one. Done, and I think I have to also add it to here. add item above, events upcoming, and then I will say that thing will show a page which is this upcoming overview. Wait a second, what is this? This is that page, right? I have to put that one. Ah, it seems like, did Maya create this or did I create that? I think Maya. Okay, let's run this. And while this is running, this is actually also more or less there's a last feature I want to show you. And the great thing about Mendix is I'm part of the MVP program. That's basically Mendix selects people who are heavily invested in the platform and kind of do events like this one. And you get early access to what they're doing, their product line. And you can give feedback and input. I remember, like, I think it was 2 years ago or 1.5 years ago, I was in a meeting where they were presenting the first time Maya or like capabilities. And they asked us, hey, what would be features you would like to have? And I told them, hey, it would be great if there would be a way that Maya explains me the app. Like, I start a project at the client, they already have a running application, it's already built, there's tons of code and so on, but I want Maya to help me to understand the logic and so on. And then I was happy to see, like, for example, here, Maya explained, that's my microflow. When you click on it, then Maya is gonna explain it to you. Not yet the best, but at least it's, what I wanna say is Mendix is very community driven. They listen to their developers, they listen to the community, to their clients, and they're also very open to improve things. Fjordi mentioned that also. The reason, also one of the main reasons we're all here together is not only to know about Mendix, know about Maya, it's more about we're all here because we want to learn something, we want to grow, we want to check new opportunities, and we want to just also this community belonging thing. What I experienced with Mendix, especially now also with Fjordi, is so strong that it feels just all together growing, and therefore it's also for me very important in presentations like this to be honest. It's I'm a person who is interacting with a lot of people, and for me, like, being real is one of the most important things. And yeah, I now basically showed Maya, I showed what it right now can do, but where it also should go, what the vision is with low code and AI combined. But besides of this, the low code platform, low code itself, Mendix, is really like, I'm very happy that I started the Mendix journey. I never would have had learned so many things, so many projects, all the people I met. Mendix made it possible for me to basically grow so fast, like low code applications grow, right? And therefore, it's my personal also interest that Maya evolves fast and good. But also on the other hand, I'm not saying vibe coding, I don't want to do something with that. We have to be all open for new technologies and be all open to learn things. And I think the best is to learn from the experiences also from others and to also make your own experience. So when you get out of here, definitely download Mendix if you don't have it already. Some of you have for years now, and check it for you, and then make up your mind. So upcoming events, empty because probably I don't have upcoming events. Hey, I know what an upcoming event is. So an upcoming event is Mendix Meetup in Germany with Fjordi. Yeah, that's our next event, which is gonna be sometime in January. Nice. When is it gonna be? Yeah. I'm gonna host him like how he hosted me here. Like Albanian people, very great. And then location to be defined somewhere in Germany. And then description is same as Albania. Okay. And then I hope.
Probably we need to date in the future.
Oh, yeah, true. 26, right? Wow, we have already. Okay, and then I hope this list is gonna be, this time not just 2 people attending, but the same like here. And then we can click here and save, and events upcoming. And that's also it, basically, from myself about Maya Mendix. And thanks everyone for for joining. I hope you like it. And yeah.